Shalom and greetings to you all. Pick up the phone. Call dear old dad. Now, some hate him, some love him, but you will miss him when he's gone. Put your differences behind you. Move on. Tell him you're glad he's part of your life. Now, just as we are all parts of each other's lives. So let's all come together. There's a community of like-minded, like-souled, unification of spirit, the collective consciousness of seekers, showing a faith of love, a community, a chavura, a fellowship, expressing our nature of kindness, compassion, thoughts, feelings, hopes, dreams, and wishes that unites us all in this community house of spirit, Beth Ruach. So once again, please do go ahead and invite everybody you know, physically, psychically, emotionally, spiritually, to gather and share from Psalm 133, the Hine Matov. Come together right now and let those of you know what they mean to you. It's really important you tell people what they mean. Hine Shevet achi gam yachad. Hine Shevet achi gam yachad. How good, how pleasant it is for brothers and sisters together. Community, together. And it's all about being together, my friends, as a community. So let's all spread love, goodwill, and fellowship to the world. Remember, it is your sending out the goodwill that we all generate out to the universe that helps unite us all. As we send out goodwill and love, let's take a moment to invoke healing and renewal for everyone everywhere. For everybody you know, for the souls and the spirits of everyone you ever knew. So think of whoever that needs healing and renewal and love, or just plain goodwill. Focus on them. Call their names. It's not just for people. It's for our pets. It's for the earth. It is the healing of the world, the tikkun olam, that's part of our spiritual genetic makeup. And for those who did not get a chance to light a candle last week in remembrance of those you have loved and lost, or wanted to send energy out to, it's never too late. Light a candle now. Go ahead. We'll wait. You know, that simple act of candle lighting, it elevates the souls of those you love, and those flames of love and light will burn just a little bit brighter, my friends. For Gabby and Steve, for Deborah, Kim, for Virginia, and for David, both going under the surgeon's knife. So send a little special extra healing their way. For Cassie, and always for the bee. And of course, renewal for all of you, because you need renewal too, my friends. It is the kindness, healing wishes, goodwill, and love that we all send out. It circles the world, finding those in need. So thank you, each of you, for all you do, for all you care, because the world is a world of spirit. And spirit, my friends, never dies. Be Shabbat. Avotenu. Makor ha-bracha. May the source of strength bless the ones before us. Help us find the courage. Make our lives a blessing. The renewal of body. The renewal of spirit. Let us say, Amen. Misha Baruch, let us all have our spirits renewed. This is the great prayer for healing, in which we call upon God to heal as He has healed before. Me, Shaberach, may He who blessed. Let's all heal as we pray for renewal and show gratitude for the wonders of our lives and of our wonders everywhere. Now this week, we're going to read one of my favorite pieces, Nasso, Add Up. Well, it has the finishing touches to the census as we add up those in the priestly class. And as we learned last time, all these people are going to be dead, so really it's a census that means nothing. But what makes this parsha so great is there are three fascinating things worth reading about here. And they're all completely unrelated. But are they? Think about that. First is the tale of the sotah. Now it sounds like something out of a Perry Mason episode, otherwise known as the unfaithful wife, for which there is an entire Talmudic tractate written. And then we learn about the Nazirite vow. And we all actually know two of the most famous Nazirites in history. She asks me why. I'm just a hairy guy. I'm hairy noon and night. Hair that's a fright. I'm hairy high and low. Don't ask me why. Don't know. It's not for lack of bread, like the Grateful Dead. Darling, long beautiful hair, shining, gleaming, streaming flax and wax. Give me down to that hair, shoulder length or longer. Here, baby, there, mama, everywhere. Daddy, daddy, hair, hair, hair. Now, I myself made a Nazirite vow at my final year of rabbinic school. And last of the three, we have the priestly benediction or blessing. And that's something that's still said to this day over 3,300 years after it was given to us. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha Ya'er panev alecha v'chunecha Yisa Adonai panev alecha v'yasem lecha shalom v'yasem lecha shalom v'yasem lecha shalom. May the Lord bless and keep you. May His grace and His face shine upon you. May the Lord lift up His countenance upon you and give you peace, and give you peace, and give you peace. Now, who doesn't want all of that? That's pretty good. Numbers 5:11. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the Israelites, and say to them, Any man whose wife may stray and betray his trust, and a man lie with her in seed coupling, and it be concealed from her husband's eyes, and she hide and be defiled, with no witness against her, and she herself be not apprehended, then a spirit of jealousy may come over him, and he will be jealous about his wife. Okay, so a man suspects his wife has had sex with another, seed coupling. And of course, there are no witnesses, just his feelings. I've got a feeling deep inside. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's right. I've got a feeling I can't hide. Oh no. Oh no. So he's got this feeling. She's never been caught. There's no witnesses, and we know how important it is to have two witnesses to convict anybody of anything. Well, based on his feeling, he goes to the priest. Now remember, the priest is everything. The doctor, and in some ways he's the judge, although he's just basically following ritual law. And the priest shall take holy water in an earthen vessel from the earth that is on the floor of the sanctuary. The priest shall take and put it into the water. Okay, so the priest takes holy water. And this, my friends, is the Bible's only reference to holy water. And he makes the woman drink the water. Now, once he's made her drink it, it shall come about that if she was defiled and betrayed her husband's trust, the water will enter her as bitter, and her belly will swell, and her thighs sag, and the woman shall become an imprecation. That's not very nice. In the midst of her people, And if the woman has not been defiled, if she is pure, she will be cleared and sown with seed. Okay. So with no concrete evidence of sexual betrayal, with no more than his suspicions to go on, this ancient Othello, the husband, is overcome by a fit of jealousy and has recourse to a trial by ordeal. Friends, this is the only clear-cut instance of trial by ordeal in the Bible. And it's a one-way thing. It's only the husband suspecting the wife. The wife has no recourse against the husband whatsoever. But everything that's in the Bible also has a personal meaning. So on a personal level, the sotah episode is also a metaphor for any time we stray in our personal relationships, and that's all relationships, or our relationship with God. Now, ultimately, a relationship that endures challenges and still thrives is always going to be stronger than one that was never exposed to difficulties. Similarly, when one repents and changes his ways and realizes even more deeply, because of his mistake, just how much relationships mean. It's the same with, if you've never fought with somebody, you don't know what it's going to be like if you do. So if you do fight with them and you overcome your fight, your relationship's always going to be stronger. Numbers 6:1. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, speak to the Israelites and say to them, man or woman, should anyone act exceptionally to make a Nazirite vow to keep himself apart from the Lord. Well, here the terribly sexist Hebrew Bible gives us the same right to a man or a woman. It's open to anybody. Either can be a Nazirite. So what's a Nazirite? It is someone who is not of the priestly class, male or female, who feels the calling of God and wants to serve, but at a high level, a high priest type level. And so a mechanism was put in place which allowed outsiders into the priesthood by way of this Nazirite vow. Now, I bet you the priests weren't too happy with some of the union breaking going on. And there was a way to distinguish the Nazirite from the regular born into the family of Aaron priest. There were three things. All the days of his Naziritehood, of anything made from the grapevine, from seeds to skin, he shall not eat. All the days of his Nazirite vow, no razor shall pass over his head. All the days of his setting apart for the Lord, he shall not come to a dead person. There are then three different restrictions involved in the vow of the Nazirite. Abstention from all products of the grape, abstention from hair cutting, and avoidance of any sort of contact with the corpse. Now, they're not that dissimilar to the high priest. The big difference is the hair. The high priest actually had short hair, and the Nazirite, of course, had long hair. Almost cut my hair. It happened just the other day. It was getting kind of long. I could have said it was in my way, but I didn't. And I wonder why. Now, of course, Samson was the most famous Nazirite in the Old Testament. Didn't cut his hair. And Jesus, the Nazirite, was most likely a Nazirite, not a Nazarene. That is, he took the Nazirite vow, which makes more sense than saying that he was from Nazareth, since he was, of course, from Bethlehem. Number 6:22. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, speak to Aaron and to his sons. See, everything goes through Moses, okay? But Moses told, speak to Aaron and to his sons. Right? So it's going now from Moses to the high priest and to the priest, okay? Saying, thus shall you bless the Israelites. Say to them, may the Lord bless you and guard you. May the Lord light up his face to you and grant peace to you. May the Lord lift up his face to you and give you peace. Everything you could want in 3 little sentences. God to bless you, to protect you, to shine his light upon you, to give you peace and prosperity. Everything you could possibly want. May the good Lord bless and keep you, whether near or far away. May you find that long-awaited golden day today. May your troubles all be small ones, and your fortune 10 times 10. May the good Lord bless and keep you till we meet again. May you walk with sunlight shining and a bluebird in every tree. May there be a silver lining back of every cloud you see. Now it's quite interesting how many Christian music pieces and hymns come directly from the Torah. And that's, of course, one of them. And that prayer that it's based upon, the priestly blessing, is still done every high holidays. And I'm honored to bless every couple that I marry with those words that God told Moses to tell Aaron to bless the people with. Yes, my friends, the world is sacred. So is everything in it. Express your gratitude. Light a candle, make a wish. Celebrate your life and the lives of those you love. Share your feelings with them. Live free, be free, honor your freedom. Be well, be happy, and be blessed. Share and honor the light, and all who live in the light continue to shine. Continue to send everybody you know, regardless of who they are, goodwill and love. Pray for peace and freedom for everyone, and end to terror and hatred. Remember, friends, we are a community. We learn together, we celebrate each other, we love each other. We share this ride together, men and women equally. So let's send out love, not fear. Send out peace, harmony, goodwill, and healing to all who need it. And please do learn to forgive, learn to love, including yourself. Open your hearts and honor the relationship of your life. Tell those you love that you love them. Take advantage of the time you have and enjoy your journey, my friend. We take the twists and turns and the patterns that weave through the fabric of our lives in our effort to grow, to learn, to be, to love. So please do love. Now, bless you all. Have a fantastic week. A week of love and light, a week of peace, a week of miracles. Examine your intentions, my friends, and use them to imprint your will on the universe, because we set in motion everything that happens in our lives. Our intention, our kavana, our cause, our effect, everything is linked together. As I've said, you always have time to forgive and to be forgiven because you have the knowledge of what is good and bad. So acknowledge what you've done wrong to yourself, to God, and to any person you've wronged, and ask forgiveness. But do so with sincerity, accountability, and vulnerability. Forgive those you've hurt as you've learned to be forgiving and compassionate. Because the secret of forgiving, compassion, and peace, my friends, is in acceptance. Can you accept yourself, other people in the world, just as they are? Can you accept life just as it is without trying to control it? If you do, you can experience the peace that acceptance brings. So do not stop your journey and keep on dreaming. Keep on being, keep on sharing, keep shining, keep teaching, keep spreading joy and goodwill, and do not follow fear. Follow love. It's always in front of you. And remember to have faith and unwavering adherence to principle, just as I have faith in the principle of love in all of you. Act with purity of heart and mind, despise none, defraud none, hate none. Cherish all, honor every child of God, every creature of the earth. May all people know peace in this year, and may you nurture kindness and love everywhere. Work to be present in the body, expand the heart, quiet the mind, because the deepest source of real power lies in consciousness and the ability to be mindful, aware, present in all life circumstances. Make the most of your time in this life. Continue to touch and transform lives around you. You're never alone. You are forever blessed, and you have the ability to bring blessings to everybody you meet. Health, love, renewal to everybody you come across, because we're all energy, and energy cannot be destroyed. It can only be transformed. Friends, your words are your power to transform, to love, to bless. Be generous with them. Bless others and bless yourself. Love with the heart, because we're all part of a greater whole. Embrace love, not fear. Forgiveness, not anger. And be there for someone, because someone will always be there for you, whether you know it or not. Continue to explore faith and belief. And never accept shame as a natural state. Whatever you feel others have felt, whatever you've experienced, others have too. We share together, we learn together, we help each other. We are each of us trying to find love and acceptance and support. We all have, or could have, that special someone in our lives. So find them and tell them what they mean. And remember, you're never alone on your journey to your promised land. Watch your words. They hurt you, they heal you, they imprison you, and they free you. Think about the people you need to forgive and those you need to ask forgiveness of. Because forgiveness comes from acceptance, and that brings peace, my friends. And peace can last forever. So enjoy the week. Continue to imprint your will upon the universe. And if you did not do it last week, go to Exodus 21 and read the Great Epiphany, those 10 little rules for life, and call Dad. And remember, God's always smiling upon you. May you grow up to be righteous. May you grow up to be true. May you always know the truth and see the lights surrounding you. May you always be courageous. Stay there bright and be strong. May you stay forever, yeah. One of the greatest blessing songs of all time. Thank you, Monty. It so wonderfully captures the priestly blessing. And it is meant for everyone, for each and every one of you. My friend, Shabbat Shalom, and blessings to you all. Take care, and I will see you all next week.